Ferrier to the far side, Coyne to the near side. Pitts and Coyne in the backfield. Davis pump action to the far
he's got
side.
Coyne
He's
in the
got Coyne in
corner.
the end zone.
Touchdown!
What a catch! Scott Coyne holds it in. An unbelievable catch, and the Big Reds jump on top.
There's a perfect undefeated season for the Bellaire Big Reds.
Let the celebration begin down on Nelson Field.
Kinder will stand at the near side. Davis back to pass. Has time, looks in the end zone. Timberlake, Roth, Mamie, Kinder, Taylor, Timberlake, your backs and receivers. Davis rolls, looking, pressure, looking. Time, he has Taylor, and it is caught! He caught it! Bobby Taylor caught it! Taylor caught it! Who has the football? Someone made the catch. I'm not sure who. Who cares? They got it. 2 points on the board.
3rd down and 10. Look for the screen here. Hill. Intercepted! Look at this. Jeremy Levely's bringing it back for a touchdown. And that's the mistake that Martin Sperry could ill afford, and Dave Bruni is about to pull his hair out. All you can do is congratulate the Bellaire Big Reds for a gallant performance coming from the deck. Down 20-0 to the second consecutive 10-0 for John Magistro.
Salino, looking end zone, and it's incomplete. Bellaire takes over. The Big Reds defense shows what they're made of. Takes the knee again.
And that's going to just about do it, Dave.
That is going to do it. This crowd is going nuts. The Bellaire Big Reds are on their way to Massillon again.
Here they come on the blitz again. Ty got the containment broke. There's people, and there is a touchdown, Bellaire. And we won it down 3-2-1. The Bellaire Big Reds are undefeated for the 3rd consecutive year.
Your 1997 regional champions, the Bellaire Big Reds.
4 teams remain out of 120 in each class, Bill, and for the 3rd year in a row, Bellaire is 1 step away from the Super Bowl. It's great pressure. Walner happened to try and run away. He's got a chance to throw it down, and it is intercepted, and that'll end the ball game. Go down, that's the front play, Justin Wood. Wheeling Clark wins. Bellaire with great field position, and Walner under a serious rush almost throws an interception. Wow.
Here's the snap. High snap. Tries to get it down, he can't, and he's taken down in the backfield. Oh, the snap blew it up for him.
The end zone. He's got his man, but Fuselick is there to make the interception. And that'll do it.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me? We back up.
Large contingent of Bellaire fans making the trip to Columbus for the Big Reds opener, and they weren't disappointed. Sophomore Nate Davis making his first start at quarterback. The first drive finds Ryan Padgett for the touchdown. Bellaire leads at 6-0. second drive, more of the same. Davis under pressure, finds Paget. Paget makes the catch, and then the great move into the end zone. 12-0 Bellaire. He had 8 catches, 208 yards. Davis to Maurice Jeffries, 18-9 Bellaire at the half. Davis pump fake and finds Paget 60 yards down the sideline for the touchdown. Final score, Bellaire 24, Bishop Ready 9.
I give a lot of credit to our offensive line because they blitzed us like crazy, and we did a good job picking them up. Nate had a bum ankle, and I think it showed a little bit today. But when he had time to set his feet, he threw the ball well.
In Bellaire, home opener for the Big Reds of John Magistro against Wheeling Park.
Davis and Bellaire, their second possession of the day to Mike Fisher, 7 yards and a touchdown. Bellaire has a 6-0.
More trouble for Park. Snap goes over punter Justin Friend's head. He picks it up and tries to throw a pass, but it would fall incomplete. Bellaire takes over in good field position. Second quarter, Brock Redmond. It's a 5-yard touchdown. 14-0 Big Reds.
Second quarter still, it's now 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Brock Redmond, 5-yard touchdown run. Bellaire had a 15-0 lead.
Sophomore quarterback Nathan Davis. Look at him just flick the ball to Josh Fisher, who takes it to 20. And then it's a 21-yard gain. And Davis says, I'll keep it myself. They're up 22-0. It's Davis again. Nice play fake. Rolls to his left. Tosses it to Fisher. He's in 24 yards for the score. 28-0 Bellaire. Nate Dogg, 12 of 30 for 211. The Big Reds win 28-8. Here's a touchdown, the second of the day. Davis, well, he got a lot of defensive support. Look at
There you see Maurice Jeffries on the reception there. Nate Davis threw for 3 touchdown passes tonight. And the big story was, in addition to Nate Davis, as he connects right here with Michael Fisher, 49 yards and a touchdown. This is Alan Kaplan. We talked about him tonight. 3 touchdowns on the night, 230 yards.
Bellaire, 3 strikes back. Mike Fisher goes in for the touchdown. Bellaire up. After a quarter, second quarter, Nate Davis finds Fisher. Fisher, a nice catch, and finds his way into the end zone. 14. Bellaire at the half, third quarter. Davis finds Ryan Padgett down to the 1 yard line, and Bellaire, they roll over Edison, the final.
Don Liberati transferred from Bellaire to Union Local for his senior season, and it's not going quite the way that he envisioned. Liberati threw 3 picks today, finished 5 of 18 for 125 yards against his old team. Sophomore quarterback Nate Davis looking for Maurice Jeffries, 31-yard touchdown. That's pretty. 7-0 Big Reds. again, so dangerous. Can scramble out of the pocket. Finds Mike Fisher between three defenders. Look at the touch. Davis, 10 of 23, 177. And then they get it close, and they give it to Alan Kaplan, who takes it in from 5 yards out. 14-7, Big Reds. It's a 14-12 Big Reds lead, and then late second, Davis looking for Fisher. Watch the concentration. Beautiful juggling catch, but Bellaire could not score. 14-12 at the half. And Megan Zanakis, congratulations, named the Bellaire homecoming queen. Liberati swarmed under by Ryan Kaiser and company. With it back, Mike Fisher. It's a 24-yard touchdown run. Jets did score late to make it close. Bellaire wins 21-18. UL has dropped 6 straight since winning their opener.
Bellaire at the half, fourth quarter. Mike Fisher, this would turn out to be the game-winning touchdown. He scores, and Bellaire, they get the win at a close one, 21-18.
Mike Fisher cuts it, a nice cutback, gets into the end zone from 6 yards out, 7-0.
Later in the second quarter, Ben Smith. Watch him. Oh, just jumping over tacklers. And then Davis would roll out and run it in himself from 7 yards out. Bellaire goes on to roll in this one. 43-28 is the final score.
Nate Davis, a little bit of a fake, pulls it out, keeps it, starts to stretch the ball out, thinks better of it, pulls it back in, touchdown. 13-7, Big Reds. Very late in the half, 2 seconds left. Nate Davis, touchdown pass. 19-14, Bellaire at the half.
Big Reds continue to roll, and a big effort from Brock Redmond back after that ACL injury early in the season. 221 yards rushing tonight and 2 touchdowns.
Stadium. The backdrop tonight as 4-4 Steubenville Catholic Central hosted 7-1 Bellaire. Now with the win, the Big Reds would clinch a playoff spot in the Ohio Division IV playoffs. pick it up, second quarter, no score. To the ground goes Bellaire. Brock Redmond back in the lineup and back in the end zone. 6-0 Big Reds. Still second quarter. Now to the air. Nate Davis, Mike Fisher into the secondary, picks up a block. The Fisher will be brought down at the 2-yard line. 58 yards on that pickup. But a couple moments later, it's Redmond again. So they don't get in on the pass, they do on the run. Opening possession for Bellaire. Mike Fisher on the ground. Fisher is in for the score. 2-point conversion good. 20-6. Fourth quarter, more passing. Davis scrambling, looking for Ryan Padgett. Where is he? There he is. Touchdown Bellaire, 26-6. That's the score. We go to the scoreboard. That's the final tonight. The Big Reds beat the Crusaders.
Bellaire and Martins Ferry, they met for the 97th time this afternoon in a game with a lot of playoff implications.
And of course, Don, one of the oldest rivalries in the entire state of Ohio. You factor all that in, and it made for a great afternoon, plus good weather. That made for an even better afternoon at Nelson Field today. Bellaire opening drive, Don. No, they're not going to pass it. How about running it? Brock Redmond here, 37-yard pickup.
Bellaire very impressive in the early stages of the game, running the football.
And the cap off would be Ben Smith plowing in from a yard out. Extra point would make it 7-0 Bellaire. Bellaire, but here come the Big Reds.
Great play here, Nate Davis. You see the whole flow of the play go the opposite way. Davis takes it in for the touchdown. On this play, though, you saw in the cutback, Anthony Respect goes down. in the mid-90s. Ironton came to Nelson Field, and they got thumped by the Bellaire Big Reds.
Now they meet again, this time in the playoffs. The Ohio Division IV Region 15 semifinals, the top-seeded 10-1 Tigers against the 9-2 fourth-seeded Big Reds.
That they're a well-balanced football team as far as speed. You know, they definitely want to run the football. They're the Ironton that we played in 1995, 96. Same kind of offense, same defense, same coach and everything. And they're just tough, hard-nosed football players, and you got to come ready to play. The thing about them, they're going to establish a running game, and if we tackle well like we did out here last Saturday, then we feel we're going to match up real well with them. You know, we're going to have to throw the ball around to balance out our offensive attack because, you know, they'll gear it up towards the run. So we got to do a little bit both. You know, we got to be able to do both on the offense side of the ball, and defensively, we got to buckle up and tackle people.
Your passing game may have gone away a little bit against Martins Ferry, but certainly reestablished yesterday for sure.
I thought Nate threw the ball real well. He threw the ball short real well. He threw the ball long, and I think he looked, hopefully that was a confidence builder for him because he's thrown the ball well all year. And yesterday, I think he found out that he can pretty much throw it wherever he wants. And when he finds the open receiver, he does a good job of getting it in there.
And the Big Reds and Tigers at Zanesville, 7 o'clock Saturday night. And if you want some more history, Bellaire has never lost at Zanesville.
So sophomore quarterback Nate Davis passed for 226 yards and a pair of scores, with Maurice Jeffries catching 5 balls from Davis for 157 yards and a touchdown of his own. Meanwhile, Mr. Versatile Mike Fisher rushed for 130 yards on the ground and a pair of touchdowns as well, giving the Reds plenty of options on offense.
I thought Nate threw the ball short, which is really the basis of our offense. And I think, again, our offensive line did well. And, you know, the game that Michael Fisher had definitely made our offense well-balanced.
The Big Reds defense also was impressive, holding the Mustangs' all-time leading rusher Bryce Redmond to just 58 yards on 19 carries. Not bad since he entered the game with over 2,800 yards rushing all-time. Big Reds D this week, however, will face a backfield that boasts 4 different runners.
Obviously, you got to sort of gang the line of scrimmage, but the thing about them, they got an outstanding receiver. They got a 6'4" guy that can run and is probably their best athlete. And they spread him out once in a while, and the quarterback can throw the ball to him. So they keep you off guard. They're sort of like a Beaver local, not quite as big, maybe not quite as fast, but they can do all the things that Beaver local can do.
The Big Reds and Fighting Tigers are 2 of the top 9 winning programs all time in the state of Ohio, so there's plenty of tradition between these 2 schools, something John Magistro hopes plays to his advantage.
We got our work cut out for it, but I think it's a great challenge. We've been in this position in the years past, and our kids rose to the occasion, and these kids are well aware of what those teams did, and I think they want to be able to do the same thing.
Speaking of those teams, Bellaire and Ironton met twice during the 1990s, with the Big Reds winning both times, both blowouts, 42-7 in 95 and 33-0 in 96.
Great game tonight between Bellaire and Ironton. The game played in Zanesville. My partner Ryan Recker was there and is live at Undo's West in St. Clairsville with the highlights. Ryan.
Hey, Don, thanks very much. One of the great high school football games of this season. Let's get right into the highlights. Bellaire coming in undefeated lifetime at Zanesville High School, 5-0, and the Big Reds. Quarter, though, Bellaire answers. Nate Davis on the rollout. Look at him on the run to Ryan Padgett. Touchdown catch, 39 yards. We're all knotted up at 7 at the half. First. Bellaire coming right back on the next possession. To the ground, Brian Mancini seeing some daylight, pounds his way deep into Ironton territory. Set up moments later, Nate Davis with the 1-yard sneak for the touchdown. Extra point would make it 14-14. Go to overtime. Bellaire would be on offense first. Ironton wins the toss, elects to go on defense. It's 4th and 8 from the 18. Bellaire says, we don't want first down, we want touchdown. Davis to Padgett. Beats his man, has the touchdown. Bellaire up 20-14. They miss the extra point. They need a touchdown and an extra point to win it. But 3rd down, Ironton. They're going to throw it. And Bellaire, Scott Antona comes away with the play of the year for the Big Reds. Caps off the win with that interception. Bellaire wins a thriller, 20-14 in overtime. And they remain unbeaten in Zanesville, now 6-0. So with the win.
'97. That year marked the last of 3 straight regional championships for John Magistro's team. To win the Region 15 title this year, however, the Reds will have to get by a Coshocton team that last week ended Martins Ferry's season.
The Big Reds are riding an emotional high after their 20-14 overtime win over Ironton. And emotion seems to be what is carrying this team, especially with the number of injuries the Reds have suffered this season. Most teams would have probably crumbled by now, but not the Reds. They seem to use it as a source of inspiration.
I've talked about our seniors all year, and they're the majority of these kids that are injured, and they just won't talk about it. You go around here, and they've been a positive influence on everybody. You're afraid to say you have an injury around here, because how can you even talk about hurting when you get guys with knees like we do?
In the Redskins' win over Martins Ferry, tailback Dory Song ran for 108 yards and 4 scores. Coach Magistro knows the key for his defense is to try and slow down the Redskins' running attack.
They run the wing T offense, which is it's a very difficult offense to defend, and because you get so caught up in all the fakes and the motion and things like that. So, and defensively, they're a team that took away the passing game a little bit from Ferry.
And that will be a key for Bellaire. When they've had their most success this season, it's when they've been able to both run and throw the football.
We got to stay balanced. We got to run the football and throw the football, and those are the things we do best, and that's what we were able to do against Ironton, and we got to be able to do them against Coshocton.
One other note, by the way, the Big Reds 6-0 lifetime in the postseason while playing at Zanesville.
Bellaire going for their 3rd ever regional championship tonight in familiar territory. Let's head to the highlights. 6-0 coming into tonight's game in Zanesville, and yep, the Big Reds brought a big crowd. score in this one in the second quarter. Key third down here. Nate Davis hooking up with Maurice Jeffries. Nice sliding catch for the first down. Brock Redmond back on the football field. What a sensational story this is. All year bothered by that torn ACL. In for the touchdown, Redmond. 7-0. Second quarter, Davis back to the air. Mike Fisher on a beautiful ball and double coverage, 19 yards and a touchdown. 14-0 Bellaire at the half. Third quarter, they give it to him. Fisher on the night, 216 yards rushing, and that would set up Nate Davis. The short 1-yard sneak in for the touchdown. Bellaire up 21-0. Bellaire, of course, in Ohio Division IV. Now, their game will be Saturday night against Cleveland St. Joe's. As we check it out on the board, this game will be at Canton Fawcett Stadium. Of course, the winner of this will move on to Massillon for the state title game. 11-2, Bellaire, red hot right now, taking on the Vikings with that 9-4 record. And as I talked to head coach John Magistro earlier tonight, he was just starting to learn about Cleveland St. Joe's.
Well, I'm going to watch film here in a little while, but from what I gathered and, talked to people that have seen them play, they more or less run a spread offense. They got a lot of speed. They want to run the ball more than they want to throw it. And defensively, they play a 5-man front. And, again, speed is their big factor. We're probably going to have to go somewhere and practice on turf. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. If it becomes a distraction, then it's a bad thing. If we go there and practice with a business-like approach, like you alluded to before, then it's going to be a good thing. The other thing is, we've got to remind them that we still have 2 more games to go. And we just won a regional championship, but I hope, and I'm almost positive that they're not happy with just that. I'd be lying to say that your emotions got to be sky high, or, you just don't have a heart into this whole thing. But, it's our job to let them realize that the other team's in the same position as they are. And if we play our game the way we're capable of playing it, and we keep out the penalties and the mental mistakes, then I really think good things can happen.
And the Bellaire Big Reds have never played at Canton Fawcett Stadium, so this will be a new experience for them. Coach Magistro looking at a couple venues to practice on turf this week.
So the Bellaire Big Reds on a roll.
That usually signifies the end of the season for a player, but he bounced back and spent time in and out of the lineup throughout the season, playing virtually on one leg. And one of his highlights came in last week's regional championship when he scored a touchdown against Coshocton, proving that even a torn ligament won't keep him from contributing to the Big Red squad.
Here's a guy that was probably going to be one of the premier running backs around, and still is, even on one leg, and still wants to go out there because he wants to be a part of this. And I think it just rubs off on the other guys. I can name a lot more if we had time here that are doing, pretty much the same thing as him. But he's an inspiration to us all.
And Bellaire will go for a shot to play in the state title Saturday night at Canton. Well, it's hard to imagine there being a better venue for a high school football game. It's Canton Fawcett Stadium, and tonight it's host to the Division IV state semifinal. Hi, folks. Welcome to the WTOV9 High School Football Game of the Week. Ryan Recker alongside John Simonson. Bellaire and Cleveland Villa Angela St. Joseph's. John, these look like mirror images.
Well, that's a good point, Ryan. And the one thing you want to realize, this will be the quickest team that Bellaire has faced this year, according to head coach John Magistro. He also realizes his team has a size advantage. But let's look at the playmakers that they bring to the table. St. Joe has a quarterback in Matt Savelbar. He has thrown for over 2,300 yards, has rushed for 900, and a sophomore wideout. He's 6'5", David Leidy. And this kid is rated by some as the #1 sophomore prospect in the state of Ohio. Having said that, Ryan, Bellaire is playing the best defense it has played right now at this point of the season.
And now to meet the starting lineup for Coach Magistro's Bellaire Big Reds.
Nate Davis, quarterback, West Bellaire Elementary.
Brock Redlands, running back, West Bellaire Elementary. Mike Fisher, running back, West Bellaire Elementary.
Brian Mancini, fullback, West Bellaire Elementary.
Ben Smith, fullback, West Bellaire. Antonio Gatto, wide receiver, West Bellaire Elementary. Josh Fisher, wide receiver, Firstwood School. Maurice Jeffries, wide receiver, Rose Hill Elementary. Ryan Padgett, wide receiver, Ness Elementary.
Scott Antonic, tight end, Ness Elementary.
Adam Lucy, right tackle, West Bellaire.
Bryce Dunlap, offensive guard, Rose Hill Elementary.
Wayne Kroll, center, Ness Elementary.
J.B. Johnson, offensive line, Rose Hill Elementary. Dirk Sullivan, offensive guard, Ness Elementary.
Adam Shawcross, offensive tackle, Ness Elementary. Keith Seacrest, punter, Ness Elementary. Adam Lucy, tackle, West Bellaire. Adam Shawcross, defensive tackle, Ness Elementary.
Maurice Jeffries, DB, Rose Hill Elementary.
Cody Bruce, defensive tackle, Ness Elementary.
Dirk Sullivan, defensive end, Ness Elementary.
TJ Nay, defensive end, First Ward. Ryan Kaiser, outside linebacker, Ness Elementary. Ben Smith, linebacker, First Ward.
Brian Mancini, linebacker, West Bellaire Elementary.
Scott Antonic, outside linebacker, Ness Elementary.
Josh Fisher, corner, Firstwood School. Mike Fisher, free safety, West Bellaire Elementary.
Keith Seacrest, kicker, Ness Elementary.
And there they are, the Bellaire Big Reds. They will kick off tonight in front of a large crowd here at Canton Fawcett Stadium. The Bellaire crowd on its feet.
And Seacrest has this Division IV state semi underway. 2nd and 2 from the 41. And Ben Smith in there to disrupt things as the give was to Vicente Anastasi out of the backfield, but 144 met another, and Bellaire won that battle.
Well, Ben Smith playing middle linebacker, got the penetration. And you know, Ryan, we hear so much about the Bellaire offense, and here's the dome replay. And there is the handoff, and it looked like Savelbar held on to it just a little bit too long, and you don't do that against big old Ben Smith, that's for sure.
Savelbar on a long count, gets rid of it, and out here, what a hit by Mike Fisher. Catch was made, not sure how he hung on to it. Number 25, that is C.J. Kostranchik, but Mike Fisher eyed him up and laid him right to the turf.
Well, that's one that you really like, and let's look at the replay as Michael Fisher will give you a good thud right here. They had a lot of movement on that. And
that's textbook. Picked up 3, 2nd and 7. Davis will have 2 sidecars on first down, and it's the give to Mike Fisher. See if he can turn on that speed, crossing the 40 and brought down at the 43. 18 yards on first down. You knew that certainly a threat for Fisher. We list him as a wideout, John, but quite often with the injuries to Redmond, they're going to sneak him into the backfield.
Well, Fisher will take the handoff, and he doesn't need much of a seam because he's not one of these big type of backs. He just needs to get through a couple of defenders, and he does it without contact as the
quarter number 1 expires. Well, the Vikings have dominated the time of possession here in the first quarter. They're on the move again to start the second. 7-0. Jeffries now will be in the slot on 2nd and 10. Davis to the middle. Complete to Fisher. Across the 25, across the 30, and Bellaire will have a first down. Out to the 33-yard line. Nifty looking play there as Fisher from that tight end spot makes the grab and has Bellaire in pretty good field position at the 33.
Well, you watch Fisher. A slight delay, and that area was cleared out when Jeffries took Lighty deep.
There's Fisher. Redmond looking for a block for him, and Fisher will have another first down into Viking territory at the 43-yard line. So there's no secret who Bellaire wants to get involved here tonight. Mike Fisher, most of their offensive yardage so far this evening. Here's the Doan Ford Lincoln Mercury instant replay.
Fisher got a good block, and as he goes outside, number 67, Clifton Onenwar couldn't believe how quick Mike Fisher was as he got around him.
He's a speedster.
The defender still giving the 3 Bellaire wideouts about 8 yards.
Davis pressure off the corner, flushed, on the run, complete. Josh Fisher right at the sticks. We're going to see what forward progress they're going to give him.
Ryan, that was an outstanding 2nd and 3rd effort by Josh Fisher because I don't believe he had the first down.
Now he does, though.
When he was hit.
It was right at the sticks. And here we go on the Doan Ford Lincoln Mercury instant replay.
There you can see the outside linebacker, Kostranchik, putting pressure on Davis. He shakes it off. Here's Fisher. Fisher didn't quite have the first down, but 2nd effort, and now the 3rd effort right there gets him a first down.
So here's Bellaire on the move at the 32, 1st and 10. Redmond, first carry. No, Davis off the fake. Nate Davis inside the 10 and bounced out of bounds at the 6-yard line. I was totally faked out, John.
Well, they've stuck it in the belly of a running back virtually every play. That time, Nate pulled it out and was down the right sideline. See the fake, which, as you can see, sold Stazar. He had no clue that Davis had the football.
My goodness, was that pretty.
That fake, Stazar was still going after.
From the 3. Mike Fisher is in for the touchdown.
Well, Ryan, what a turn of events. Just a couple of moments ago, they were in a hole, down 14-0.
At their own 14.
Backed up and in dire straits. And all of a sudden, it took about 3 minutes to navigate those 86 yards. Mike Fisher. And Fisher cuts inside. The block by Adam Lucy right there. Lucy blocked out 2 Vikings on this play. And what a run by Fisher. He read it well.
Mike Fisher, the horse on that drive. Seacrest, the extra point is through. Fisher caught it, Fisher ran it, and he got the Big Reds on the scoreboard. 14-7 as Bellaire has cut into the Vikings lead on the Undo scoreboard. John Magistro and company with 7:30 left here before halftime, down 7. There it is. So Savelbar goes to his knee in the final 10 seconds. Will run off the clock here at Canton Fawcett Stadium in quarter number 2. So we're at the half. Pretty good first half of football. Cleveland, Villa Angela, St. Joseph's 14, Bellaire 7 on the 2nd and 10. That's Lighty again in motion. Savelbar will roll with time. Completes. And Mike Fisher will put it in on number 83, Subel, who has been the leading receiver tonight for the Vikings. Inside the 10-yard line to the 8, where it'll be 3rd and 3.
Kostranchik actually broke free going across the middle here, but Savelbar did not see him. And Savelbar just throwing that tight spiral on the run, and there's Subel trying to get as much as he can.
They got 3 in the backfield. They'll fake it. Savelbar is going to try to turn the corner.
What a hit.
Ended. And he'll be shy of the first down. TJ Ney was in there disrupting things, and Savelbar went airborne, tried to close in to the first down marker. Couldn't do it, and it's 4th and about 1.
Give Bellaire's defense credit because they were lining up and they were giving hints that they were going to go to the left. Well, some of the flow did go left, but Savelbar just simply ran to the right side. And look at TJ Ney on the ground making that tackle.
And had to fight on.
St. Joseph's defense, those DBs don't want to get beat deep.
Here's Fisher bursting through across the 40. Mike Fisher, a huge gain down to the 31-yard line, as it's going to be another Bellaire first down and another big gainer for Fisher. Mark off 20 yards for him there. Good sell by Davis as well.
Great sell by Davis. And look, for sure he was going to throw, and they didn't even see him hand off until about now. And Subel comes up. He's a defensive halfback, and he was in no position to challenge Fisher. He just had to hold his ground and wait for Fisher to make a move.
So here are the Big Reds in business again. Fisher one more time, turns the corner. Fisher breaking free, and he's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Another first down. Bellaire making no secret who they want their horse to be here in crunch time.
14-yard line,
Fisher
17-yard
the outside so quickly, the speediest of Bellaire's backs. He just simply outran, got to the corner, and it was a foot race.
2nd and 7 at the 35. Savelbar looking for some running room. Antonik will try to chase him down, and will. And Maurice Jeffries will meet him at the 39-yard line. So they converge on him. And the final seconds will tick away here in the 3rd quarter.
Solid tackle by Jeffries. Savelbar can take a hit. You can see here, Savelbar trying to sell the pass. Cody Bruce disrupted things for a moment and forced him back a little bit backwards that he did not want to go. There you can see the sure stick by Jeffries.
Well, 12 minutes separate one of these two teams from Massillon in the Division IV state finals.
6-man front Bellaire.
Savelbar pressured, brought down, and now that's a fumble.
That is a fumble.
Ball loose. Who will have it? Adam Shawcross down there to try to pounce on it. And they're going to try to untangle it. Bellaire has it at the 47-yard line of St. Joe's. So they don't give him the last one. Some poetic justice here, maybe, Mr. Simonson.
That was better yet. Picked up an extra 15 yards on that. Savelbar, they just pinned their ears back and came after. Mentioned they had a 6-man front, and there is Luke Sulak. Got him by the tail.
And Ben Smith in there as well, but how about Shawcross? Going after it, diving for it. And, in the midst of some blue jerseys. Picks it free.
10-yard cushion by the defense.
Fisher picks up a nice block, crosses the 40, looking for another one on the cutback. Fisher spinning down inside the 30-yard line as you want to look at number 51 for Bellaire, Wayne Krall, who sealed things off for Fisher and let him get free into the secondary. 3rd and 9 from the 29. Blitz off the corner. Davis unleashes it. Lighty is down there and he has the interception. Davis threw it into a crowd and now he fumbles it. And let's see if he got it back or if Bellaire has it. Bellaire has it. So how about this? Lighty fumbles at the 20-yard line. Bellaire recovers it, and that'll be a first down on another change of possession. So Bellaire lucks out again as St. Joe's makes their second big mistake of the night.
Blind side, they come after Davis. Off of 1 foot, throws it, and Lighty grabs it, stumbles, and let's see what happens here. And that was Padgett just pried it out of there, and Lighty somehow lost it. Was not aggressive enough underneath there.
Is that Padgett that got it?
Now they just do get Ramos over there.
But they'll keep it on the ground. Fisher up the middle. Fisher inside the 5, spins to the 3, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Big Reds.
Quick developing play. Fisher with just enough time. You know, the line held just enough to give Fisher that thin hole that he found. You think there's no way he can get through there, but the offensive line of Bellaire giving Fisher enough room.
Same formation. Redmond at fullback. They give it to him, and he will push to the goal line. No indication yet. And it looks like he's going to be just shy of the touchdown. No, they give it to him. Now he's in. Touchdown. It took them forever to signal touchdown, but Brock Redmond has it, and Bellaire has closed the gap to 8 points, 21-13, with the extra point coming to Keith Seacrest. No official wanted to make that call, John.
Well, they had to unpile, and you can see there's Redmond problem with a handoff, and Redmond looks like he's clearly over at this point.
Bellaire's going to have to start thinking timeout here.
Or think turnover.
Savelbar wanted to run it. Dirk Solon disrupted it, and there were others in there to wrap him up. Brian Mancini in there as well, and now Bellaire will spend its first timeout with 3:01 left here. Let's take a look at the replay.
Bring the house, and Bellaire with it. And multitude of big holes in the tire.
2nd and 12. Looks like he wants to put it up here. Solon and others with pressure. Flushed, and Solon has him all the way back at the 37-yard line. Bellaire will spend another timeout as the clock will officially stop with 1:58 left. And it'll be 3rd. And we're looking at about, 26 or so for the first down.
Savelbar with a play fake. Couldn't find anybody open. Again, the DBs of Bellaire doing a nice job. There's Michael Fisher along with Ney and Solon.
Well, not far from here was the drive some years ago by John Elway and the Denver Broncos at Cleveland Stadium. Now, Bellaire trying to put together a drive of its own, complete to Maurice Jeffries.
This is more to drive. This is the incredible journey.
But would you have it any other way than to have your offense on the field with a chance here this season?
A defender.
St. Joe's trying to get an injured player off the field as time winds to 1:15.
Actually, Ryan, he tripped over the official getting over.
Davis in trouble, fumbles it in the end zone. Bellaire will dive on it, and now it's still loose as it pounds out of the end zone. And who has it?
It's still loose.
St. Joe's has it inside the Bellaire 1-yard line. Kostranchik will get credit for the fumble recovery. 1:02 left.
Nate Davis the blocking just broke down, and a lot of pressure coming from St. Joe, but let's look at this whole sequence on a close-up. Well, the snap was clean. Davis looking out there, and he did have some time, but as he eluded his man, was stripped out of there,
by St. Joe. And now somehow it got forced out of Frank.
Yep. So Velbar will fall backwards. And that kneel down will put his team into next weekend's state championship game.
What a marvelous job he has done with this Bellaire program. When you look back, losing seasons have been kind of the exception. Bellaire has had only 2 losing seasons, actually 3 losing seasons since back in the mid-'80s.
Not for a lack of effort will this Bellaire team go down. The final 21-14 tonight at Canton Fawcett Stadium. And our players of the game for Bellaire, Mike Fisher, what an effort, returning, catching, and running, and also on defense. He's the player of the game for Bellaire, 118 yards on the ground. And John Magistro was in this spot in 1997, fell short of another bid to head back to the state finals, and his club will now have the offseason to try to regroup and get back next season. The final score once again, Cleveland Villa Angela St. Joseph's 21, Bellaire 14.